just waiting for Farah to jump on. Should take like 2 seconds. I wish my friends would stop texting so that I could actually see. Okay, so just waiting for her to come on. And so if you can comment when you're here, actually, that would be huge. I see that Farah's joined. I need you guys to comment so that I know that the comments are working. All right, there she is. Okay, so I hold it down, and I'm going to invite her to Farah. She's going to be here in a second. Let's get this positioned a little different here. A little nighttime broadcast. All right, so she's coming on. Once you get on here, can you guys comment that you're here so that I know all the comments are working? And that, oh, there she is.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you look very nice. I am a hot mess right now.
Oh, no,
wait,
it's my
your thing's really like bright though. I'm gonna figure that out.
It is my window light right now because the sun is setting, so I'm very bright.
Okay, so I am in my bathroom as usual with my diva light. Okay, so if you were just jumping on, comment that you're here because the only comment I've seen so far is from Farah. So I want to make sure they're working because otherwise,
no, I see comments. I see we've got a couple people. You haven't seen any?
You see comments?
Yeah.
Why can't I?
Oh, no.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Lena says hello. Darlene and Lena.
Oh,
hi, everyone. Hi, Robin.
Oh, Robin.
Hi, Corey.
Oh, Robin's so great. Spotty in and out video. Okay. Talk to me. Anyone else having spotty in and out video going on right now?
Girl. Hi, Isabella.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay, we're good. We have comments. We just got to stay. I don't think they scroll up when you have 2 people on. I get to be like proactive. All right. So thank you everybody for coming on to the Farah and Sarah show because we love doing this. We don't live anywhere near each other. Well, like 5 hours away. 5?
Yeah, we're about 5 hours away from each other.
Yeah. So, but in 2 weeks, there'll be a Sarah Farah show live together.
Yeah, we're going to be reunited in New Orleans. I can't wait.
Yes.
All right, so Sarah's starting us off today.
Yeah, so I'm just putting some primer under my eyes because what I'm going to do, our first makeup hack is how the heck do you cover dark circles? And I thought I would be the perfect candidate for this because of my sunspots here and here, as well as my dark circles. So, we're going to do something else after I covered that with concealer. So, how you wear your concealer, I'll show you on one eye the don't, and I'll show you the do. So
what color concealer what shade of concealer do you wear?
I wear velour.
Oh, okay.
So I wear velour. And then my foundation color is actually taffeta. So, yeah.
Okay.
So, and yours a little darker than me. Okay, so this is what you do not want to do. Okay, you know what's really annoying? Okay, if all my girls could stop texting me, I would actually be able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so what you don't want to do is this, okay? First of all, you don't want to dot like this. So I have to like literally like scooch down because like the girls are trying to plan a bachelorette and I'm trying to do makeup online. Okay, so you don't want to highlight your dark circle like that. Because what that's going to do is it's going to make you look like you have a white circle on your eye. What you want to do is you want to go sort of like in a V shape down. And I just like to put it on with this concealer brush to kind of just get the product on there. All right. So what I'm going to do, I like to go I go right under the waterline because, not under the waterline, but under where my bottom lashes are, because otherwise I feel like I'm not getting the full effect. And I really like to make an effort to go right down and cover up everything that's sort of sitting around there. So oftentimes I'm wearing eyeshadow, so I sometimes will drag my brush up there to fix that up, or just kind of go ahead and I just like to cover this whole area because you can see this concealer, all right, is a great medium to heavy coverage. So you have to blend it in properly. And if you want it to be like, I know that there's, and this, can I just put this out here right now with the tattoo covering? You can't 100% cover a tattoo with this concealer if you blend it. I can throw this down on any tattoo and it's going to cover it, but you're going to look like this. Like it's going to be like a full on like this. But I actually tried to cover a girl's tattoo on her face one time, and in order to blend it, I don't want to have like a white dot, like, oops, let's cover your tattoo, but you've got a white dot on it. So I like to tell people that that's a little bit of a misconception, but if you blend this in, I mean, you're going to get some coverage for sure. So what I'm doing, and this is really important, ladies, I'm using a blending bud. Actually, Unique just sent me some free ones this week in my yoga bag.
Hi, everyone.
I'm not even using my new ones. Okay, so I'm just blotting. Please don't swipe under your eyes, because what that does, and I didn't put on my puff stuff today, my instant serum, but you don't want to swipe because it causes more puffiness under your eyes. It's really bad to do that. So you want to kind of just pat it on there. So there's my first, like, figure out how to, sorry, I keep bending down because I'm like avoiding text messages dropping down on my phone. Okay. Like, they need to stop, but I can't tell them to stop because they're planning out a bachelorette outfit right now.
Well, okay, if they were watching, they could stop.
Yeah, they should just be watching. Okay, so you're going to take the blending bud, and what I like to do is I usually will wet the other side. This is still a bit damp from the other day, and this product, ladies, woo, is back in stock, and this is probably my best friend, and I'm going to use it more than once tonight for definitely different things. This stuff is like insane. So it's like a little meshy type thingy, and I'm gonna take the bottom part of the back of the blending bud, and I'm gonna dab, dab under my eyes. All right.
Dab it.
So
is that what, that's that dance move?
I can't do it. I'm gonna spill it, and mine's already cracked.
That's crazy. The first time I've done that. Time.
You dabbed. I'm so glad that you had a first dab. Right here.
I just had my second dab.
Wait, you need to practice your dab. It's
so exciting.
Wait, did I do it right?
What is it?
I don't even know how to do it.
I don't even know.
Students who probably will watch this at some point that always try to get me to dab will be like very pumped that I did that.
I'll ask my niece and my nephew. They know.
Okay, yeah, they'll give you the info. So the reason I'm doing this and the reason I started is because what I'm doing is a process called baking. And what this does is it really fills in any puffiness and creases underneath your eyes, okay? So I'm going to leave that on there. And the reason I want to do it first is you want to kind of leave that on there for, I mean, realistically, we women don't have tons of time, but you want to leave it on for a solid like 5 minutes. Because Farah and I's live is going to be a bit longer, I get to bake my face for a little bit longer. So Farah is up next with her makeup hack, and I will just be baking over here.
We're talking bronzer. So I'll add to the baking. So the internet says about 10 to 15 minutes to bake, a la YouTube and all the professional makeup artists. But really, who has 10, 15 minutes to sit there with the makeup on their face? So I give it 3 to 5 minutes. So usually I'll bake and I'll do something else. I'll fix my hair or whatever, and then I'll just wipe it off after a few minutes.
And realistically, you still get a really good result in 5 minutes.
Oh, for sure. You don't need all of that. Okay, so let's talk contouring with bronzer. So bronzer is one of my absolute favorite products by far, all the time. Use bronzer all day, every day. Now, in the 90s, when we used bronzer, we used to take the bronzer and we used to just put it everywhere, okay? You were a bronze golden goddess, but we bronze a different way now. Your bronzer is your best friend when it comes to your contouring. Now, if you want to contour with bronzer, you want to stick to a bronzer that has more taupes. Okay, so when you use a taupe, it gives you that darker look instead of using just a golden bronzer. So I'm using, what am I using today? I'm using Malibu, and I'm holding it weird because I have a piece that broke off, and I don't want everything to fall like it is right now. So I usually just go down the center. So here's my contouring hack for you tonight. Get your brush full of bronzer. Tap the extra off. And then starting from your temple, you're going to create the number 3 on your face. You are going to contour your forehead, highlight your brow bone, and contour your cheekbones all at the same time. You see that number 3 there? Then you're going to take the side of your brush and you're going to blend it up. Anytime you are contouring or using bronzer, you always want to blend up. Never down, always up. Because when you blend up, you get that contour on point. All right. So that is
Tina, you can
my
bake.
Tina can totally bake. Tina, don't give me that, Tina.
I'm gonna bake you when I see you in 2 weeks. Our next live baking Tina.
Or Tina doing her own baking. Okay.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's contouring hack.
We'll be busy.
Super easy. So if you don't know how to contour, just grab a bronzer, draw the number 3 on your face, and you are contoured. There we go. All right. Now, Sarah has a really good tip on how to use cream eyeshadow as a liner.
Oh, thank you for the intro. So great.
Oh, you're
very organized.
So professional.
Okay. So professional. So Unique has a great, now, I mean, in my heart of hearts, I'm secretly praying so hard that we get a liquid liner because as my regular viewers know, I don't like our liquid liner in black. It's not black enough. I will be the first one to say it, and I don't care. I'll shout it from the rooftops. I haven't used it. I used it like once. This, on the other hand, magnificent in the Splurge cream shadow is a matte black. What do you look?
Oh, she was asking if we have a contour palette. We do.
Oh, we do. Thanks. I was like, wait, what does this have to do with the cream shadow?
No, answering your question. Continue.
Okay. Yes. So I cheated and I went to MAC and I bought this teeny tiny little brush called the MAC 210 brush. And you know what? Unique is probably going to launch one of these in like 2 months and it was a waste, but I'm gonna have cute eyeliner till then. So I just take my brush and I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. Now the reason I really like, those of you who watch my regular lives, I love the black in palette 3 as well that we carry, but I've been using this more because the cream shadow goes on as a cream, dries as a powder, but it's waterproof. So essentially I'm putting waterproof liner on my eye right now. So I usually just, and it's really like, it doesn't look as nice when I don't have like eyeshadow on, but I grab the end of my eye. I know like some people don't do that, but I feel like I have to do that to get right in there because the brush is so teeny tiny.
Just don't pull too hard.
Okay, don't pull too hard. Why?
Don't pull too hard because you'll stretch your eyelids, which will cause wrinkles.
Okay, no stretch. Okay. There's needles that fix that.
This is true. This is true. All the Botox.
All the Botox.
All right. What am I doing?
Can you see? Okay. So I just kind of go along the lash line, and I'm not going to do like anything. I mean, I'm not a, I have to get in closer. Can you see if I go closer? It's hard when I have the split screen. I feel like I'm like so far away. I usually have more space.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of just, so if you see, and it's not a huge difference, and I don't want a huge difference with my eyes. So it's just a very, very light. And then if you want to do a wing, I know Farah is more of a pro at the wings. I was practicing a little bit today with my wing. So I kind of just, I started from the bottom lash. This is what I was doing. I was starting from the bottom lash, and I was just kind of just going, oh, I need more product.
Yeah, the wings take a lot of practice.
They do.
So perfect with a wing.
I kind of did like a line up like that. I'm going to do very subtle because I'm like still in the practice mode because this is a new brush. I just bought this week, so I'm getting to know her. So I kind of just do a little line up. Now you want to take a straight line from like sort of like the middle of your eye and meet that tip of your wing.
She's got it. She's got it. You're a professional.
Not horrible for like probably the 3rd time in my life I've ever done one. But then you kind of just like fill it in. Like.
Yes, you color it.
I mean, it looks better when I have eyeshadow on, I'm not going to lie. But it kind of just, so the idea is to follow your line from here, okay? And go out a little bit, and I'm just kind of doing this with no product on. And then you're going to take a straight line. I don't know if you do it a different way, Farah, but you kind of draw it down to the top of that little point, and you fill in. Now, Farah, I think you just do it, don't you?
I freehand.
Yeah, she's a
So what I do,
freehander.
I start from the midpoint, and then from the middle, I go out, and then I
Yeah.
close it down at the point, and then I just color in the empty space. That's what I do
Okay.
with my wing.
Okay, so you start from the top, I started from the bottom.
Yeah,
You know how it is.
I
It's kind
don't
of like a
bottom.
song.
See, I never I don't put dark eyeliner under my eye ever.
No.
No.
Okay. Well, that's
It
okay. That's
closes
all me.
it makes my
It
eyes look smaller. It makes some eyes look bigger, but for me it kind of shuts them down a bit. But anyway.
makes my eye whites look whiter, but it does
Yeah.
not make my eyes look darker. So I like showing
Yeah.
the difference. I actually saw, and I'm still waiting on my bittersweet cream shadow, but I saw a girl put the cream shadow in their waterline today. And I was like, there's a great makeup hack, but I don't have the color. She put bittersweet. You know what?
I have
While you're doing your
bittersweet.
next tip, I'm going to try out a cream shadow.
I have bittersweet right here.
You have bittersweet?
I have bittersweet right here.
She put it in her waterline with the cream shadow brush, and her eye looked awesome.
With the cream shadow brush?
Yeah.
Directly into
it was
her.
you know who it was? Brittany Fox Nelson.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try it right now.
Okay. We're just trying makeup hacks on the fly here, people. Not planned. No big deal. But I did see that today for opening up your eyes.
Oh, wow. Holy.
Okay, I need this fly
Look
to get
how much bigger this eye looks now than this eye.
Okay, hang on. I need to get these stupid text messages. They're still going.
All right, so we're doing a quick eye look. So I know a lot of people struggle with eye makeup. Eye makeup is like the one thing, anytime I talk to anyone, they're like, I don't know how to do my eye makeup. Honestly, you are just, it's all in your head. Eye makeup does not have to be hard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you quick tips, like the quickest tips. Tip number 1, always use a base. Today I'm going to use Bittersweet Cream Shadow as my base. Okay.
Is it like a really light pink matte?
It is a really light pink. It's more peachy.
Okay.
It's like a light pinky peachy color. So you're going to prime. Now you can use concealer, you can use eye primer, you can use a matte nude cream shadow to prime your eye. Just make sure you have something on there so that the shadow sticks. Okay, I'm going to use palette 4 because palette 4 is what comes in our kit right now, and I use it all the time anyway. And it's a good range of everyday to going out colors. So here's your easy eye look hack. Take any brush. I'm going to use 2 brushes, but you can do this with 1 brush. You know what? I'm going to do it with 1 brush. We're going to do it just with this brush. So we're going to do it with the angle sponge brush, which also comes in your kit.
Oh my god, there's like a huge fly in here. I'm having a real problem. Okay, I'm going to lock him out.
Okay.
Locking out the fly. So
I'm going to use, rule of thumb with your eyes is dark on the outside, the medium color on the center, and then the lightest and most shimmer in the corner of your eye right here. In your crease, you want to avoid shimmers. When you put a shimmer in your crease, you're highlighting instead of contouring. So if you have smaller eyes, if you have hooded eyes, if you have rounded eyes, you want to put a dark color right in the crease because that is the contour. Just like how you contour your face, you're going to contour your eyes. So you want to put a dark matte right in the crease to make that eye pop and to give it definition. So we're going to go with Honest, which is this kind of seafoamy, silvery blue. And that's going to go, hopefully my lighting helps me out. I'm going to put Honest on the outer V. So you just take your angle brush, pat it down there, and then take that pigment and sweep it up. And you're going to sweep it right into and above the crease. And then you're going to take your darker color. So this is Cheerful, same brush, okay? And Cheerful is going to go in the crease, right in the crease. And leave your eye open and just work it back and forth. Back and forth. Michelle says she's tried gloss on her lids. The only problem I have with trying gloss on your lids, so I'm going to make a quick public service announcement. If you plan on putting a lip product on your eyelids, please make sure that the lip product is brand new and scrape some into a separate container and then use an eyeshadow brush to do that, because if you go from lip to eye, it's cross-contaminating and you may get whatever germs are on your lips and in your mouth into your eyeball, and you don't want that. So yeah, a lot of people do use lip products on their eyes, and I'm totally okay with it, but just make sure that you're not going from lip to eye and eye to lip. Okay.
I will be doing it tomorrow. I'm going to do it with one of the cream. Yeah, I'm trying it out for the first time live. Because
awesome.
Why would I not do it live?
No, why would you not? So then you're going to take your medium shade. So I'm going to take Secretive, which is right here. My Secretive on my sponge brush. And the reason why I'm using the sponge is because I'm just going to dab it on, and it's going to make that shimmer pop more instead of using it on a brush, because you get a more concentrated look. Okay.
Now we're seeing a lot of comments. We will get to all the comments after.
Yes, for sure.
It'll be hard to like answer stuff or we can do questions at the end. You know what? If you have questions, like save it for the end, and then we can like at least talk back and forth about anything that we're doing. I know, maybe even just jot it down.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just easier.
So this is what's going on so far, and then I'm gonna take Tender, which is the lightest one here, and Tender is just gonna go right in the corner and sweep it down a bit. And that is going to brighten your eyeball. And you know what, let's use the same brush, and then you're going to blend. So you're going to take the most neutral color from your palette, or any neutral color or a matte nude or something that you have, and highlight under your brow bone, and also sweep that color down to blend in and clean up your shadow lines. And then finish that off with some liner and some mascara, and you are good to go. So I'm going to do my mascara while Sarah...
I'm throwing down the second brow, right?
Second brow.
I did my brow while you were doing eyeshadow. So I'm going to use our eyeshadow, our eyebrow palette. And I'm going to use our eyebrow brush. I love this brush, okay? So it's like a little angled, very stiff, which makes it easy to work with. And then this end's like a flatter brush. So I did this eyebrow while Farah was working through her eyeshadow. So if you're seeing, like, eyebrows make a huge difference in the face. Like, this is my face with an eyebrow and without. So see the difference in what my face looks like. Like we chose my eyebrows because as we get older, us ladies, we lose some hair in our eyebrows. We maybe overpluck. I get mine waxed. And like, I feel like if I tried to grow them in, it wouldn't go very well because it would be still really sparse. So then comes into play our beautiful palette. So I use this, and I also use our liner. I do like both. Not a fan of the gel, and most of you who are watching live know that. So what I do is I actually go in and I'm kind of just I like to outline my eyebrow first. So I'm going to go under here with my brush, and I'm going to outline where my eyebrow would be underneath here. So I'm just kind of try and make like a point. So where my natural arc is, about this area here, I try to make sure that that line is as cut as possible to get to that arc, okay? And then I will come down, okay? So what that does is, even if I have no arc in my eyebrow, if I'm doing sort of like a natural, like bing, bing, it's going to give me a little bit more of a lift, a natural brow lift on my eyebrows. Then I'm going to do the outside of them. So I go through and I do the same thing. I kind of just outline, and where that natural arc is, I kind of bring it up. Now I used to brush my eyebrows down to make sure I could get like a really good like look of where the eyebrow is, but I'm kind of just from doing it, I know where that natural arc is, which is right here. So I'm going to come back down. Okay, so I use the darkest one in the palette to outline. Notice how I haven't done the front of my eyebrow yet. I'm going to go ahead and grab the lighter one. This is the dark palette, FYI, in case you're wondering what palette I'm using. So I'm going to grab the light, and I kind of use that, and I'm just going to fill in the other areas here. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead and I kind of do like upward strokes when it comes to the front part of my eyebrows. Zeus, relax. Okay, so. And just kind of do that. Now, if you really want, so let's say you go too dark. You're like, ooh, like, what did I just do? I put on way too much brow stuff. This is your best friend. If you have any of these in your life, these little spoolies, don't get rid of them. Okay, so sometimes I go a little dark. I mean, I'm okay with how dark they are right now, but if I wanted to lighten them, really easy makeup hack, just give it a little brush at the front to give that sort of like little ombre look. I can never get it as good as some of the girls, but I try.
Do you know how Sarah,
and then I kind of just
like my liner empty. I can't click it anymore, but I've saved it because I use this little spoolie all the time.
I use it for like brushing my eyebrows. So if you brush the front part, it gives that sort of like natural ombre look, and I'll just brush through. Like, I mean, the more natural your eyebrows look, the better, right? You don't want people knowing you color them in. So that's pretty much it. Those are my like easiest makeup tips. Remember, these are easy things that you guys can do. We didn't want it to be on here like giving tips that you're never going to be able to replicate, because what's the point of that?
Yeah.
All right, Farah's working. Oh, you're doing your liquid liner. What brand is that one?
This is NYX.
Yes. Oh, is that the NY? I heard the NYX one is really black.
Yeah, so it's really, really black, and it's the vinyl. So when it dries, it kind of looks like vinyl. But the reason I'm putting it on is to show people that you don't need to be scared of mistakes when it comes to your eye makeup. So if you have liquid concealer, it is your best friend. We showed you how to cover dark circles with it, how to cover blemishes. We didn't show you that, but obviously you can use it as a base. I use it as an eyeshadow on its own, but what else I do is I use it to clean up any sort of makeup mess that I've made on my face. So if you, here, I'll get nice and close for you. So you see how I've kind of did an extra little line there. You are going to take any brush. I'm going to use my concealer brush. I just had it in my hand literally 8 seconds ago. That's okay. We're going to use a different brush. Oh, there it is. Okay, concealer brush. So I'm going to take a little bit of concealer on the edge of my concealer brush and just clean up that makeup and clean up my eyeshadow, and then take my, either use a blending bud or your finger or whatever. And
I like the bud.
And blend that concealer in, and I've fixed my eyeliner completely. Okay, so don't worry if you make mistakes, even on eyeshadow. So if you've messed up on your eyeshadow, or you think you have too much of the dark color on, or whatever it is, pop a little bit of concealer on it, and then blend that baby out, and you can fix your eyeshadow. Now, if you want to add a different color, or you notice that you took too much of that color off, just go right back on top of the concealer and redo it. So it's almost like concealer, when it comes to fixing makeup, is like an eraser. You can literally use it to erase the things that you don't want, or you messed up and you don't want to take all your makeup off and redo it. Just grab some concealer and a brush and fix that bad boy up, and you are good to go.
Yeah, I did it the other day. I had like eyeshadow up here by accident, so I put concealer in here, and I actually fixed it using it in here. So yeah, you can use it anywhere. I use it everywhere. I put that stuff on everything. And this little tiny bottle is the second one I've ever owned, just so you know. And I use it every day.
They last forever.
Like forever. Like
literally
I'm not
forever.
even joking. And that's the number one thing. Customers buy the Flawless 4, which is our foundation, this, and the primer and the brush. Right now is coming with a setting spray. But this is insanely, like, they're like, I have so much concealer left, but I need more foundation, or I need more primer. But
exactly.
Those things last forever.
People always get a refill. Sorry.
You're up next.
I'm up next, yeah. Okay, so we're going to do lips. We're moving on to lips. I'm going to show you how to line your lips to get a full pouty lip. I already
you need to get your lip into that light so they can see it.
Okay. Is that better? I can do that.
Yeah, just so they can actually see. Because, like, is it a dark color you're using?
No, I'm going to use red.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah,
is that good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
so
throwing it out there.
all right, when you're doing your lips, X marks the spot. So remember that. You're gonna put an X. You're gonna start right here. You're gonna draw a line down. Okay, one line.
Just to get a really defined Cupid bow. I know it's really hard to talk while doing lips, so I can kind of
Yeah.
tell you what she's doing. So when you're doing your lips, the worst thing whenever I'm doing tutorials is trying to do talking at the same time.
Right.
So she's going to draw an X from here and here to kind of give herself a defined, the Cupid's bow is this thing right here, just so you know. And then she's going to just outline down at the bottom. She's not going to the corner though. Notice how she didn't go to the corner? I got to start doing that. Okay, and then she kind of just lines the top part as well. That she goes closer to the corner with, okay? I don't think I missed any of the
So
tips
now what I'm
there.
going to do, I am going to connect the dots. So you do in the center here, and you're going to fill that little triangle with your liner because you're going to have a little empty triangle there. And then you're going to take your liner and you are going to connect it to the base up to the top.
I find it looks a little bit better though. You're going a little bit lighter, eh? On the outside, a little bit.
Yeah, so you go thick on the center and you go lighter on the outsides because then it gives your lip a natural, fuller look. So makeup is just like paintings. If you know how to, I don't know how to paint. I'm a terrible artist, but still, it's all about highlighting and shadowing and symmetry. So when you shadow in and shade in here, okay, you're creating the illusion that you have big, full lips. All right. So I've shaded in the corners, made my little bow. Now, I was going to use just this bright red lipstick. So this is Stubborn Matte. Sorry, I've got something kicking.
Oh, you're smart. Is that wine or water?
No, it's actually kombucha.
What is kombucha?
Kombucha? It's a fermented drink of some sort. It's non-alcoholic. It tastes like apple cider vinegar. Oh, and it's supposed to be really good for you. Yeah, I got a box of it from Costco to try it out. Okay, so I don't really want... No, there's only 6 of them in it.
Okay.
Yeah, not that big of a Costco.
Sorry, I get off topic. Don't let me get off topic and have it all the
time. Okay. So I don't really want to put bright red lipstick on. So if you're sitting there and you went on vacation or you're somewhere where you only have one color and you're like, this color is not going to go with what's going on today. Simple hack with your concealer as well. So I'm going to use my hand. You can use whatever you want, but I always use my hand and then I just wipe it off. So I'm going to put the lipstick on my hand. So this is Stubborn and our liquid matte lipstick. And then I'm going to take my concealer in. This one is Taffeta. And I'm going to pop. Now, the lighter the concealer, the lighter shade that you're going to get when you mix these. And I'm going to put a squirt of Taffeta right on top of there. Use a lip brush, or I actually prefer using the cream shadow brush. This is my lip cream shadow brush that I use all the time for my lips. And I'm just going to mix those two together. Hi, Ashley. And see now how it's turned into a nice, pretty pink instead of that really, really bright red. Now, it's still a bright pink, of course, but I could add more concealer to mute it and make it less. So I'll do this half of my hand instead. So I'll show you if you add more concealer, or if you were to add a lighter concealer, you could get this more of a rosy pink color instead of the hot pink fuchsia color. So we're going to go in with the rosy and highlight on the edges, and then into the middle. Oh yeah, my eyes, I only have one eye done, Lindsay. She's saying she missed them. I only have one eye done, and then I just have liner on this eye. That's why my eyes are different.
We're not looking for a full makeup look, because if we both do full makeup, we would just give you a 4-hour tutorial.
All hacks. Okay, and then from the center point of your X, and up. Okay. Now, remember how we talked about concealer to clean up your eye makeup? I also want you using concealer to clean up your lips. So I use my lash artist brush. I use the flat side of my lash artist brush into concealer.
Interesting.
And then take that and I just go along the edges of my lips. Comme ça, which means like this for any Americans watching. Okay, it is in French. And then here. And then you can take a blending bud or your finger. I always just use my ring finger and I blend. And that's going to clean up the lines and give your lip, it's like a lip lift. Okay? So it gives the illusion that your lip is lifted and it cleans up those outer edges. All right. So that's fine. So Sarah, I think it's time to take your baking off. I think you're baked.
No, I think I'm doing my lips first before I bake.
Oh,
or am I doing
right. I forgot to write it down.
No?
Yeah. Yeah. I forgot to write it down. You're totally right. I'm wrong.
Yeah, so I'm using my favorite, like literally when you see all of the convention pictures, this is probably the color I'll be wearing. It is Swagger, my favorite lipstick. And okay, so I need to use a mirror because once again, looking at a phone to do anything, not easy.
No. I may need to turn my ring light on soon.
Yeah.
I'm losing out on light. It's getting dark. All right, I'm going to turn it on while you're doing that.
Okay, so, woo! This is a super awesome shimmer lipstick. Everybody needs swagger in their life, honestly.
Oh, my eyes.
Oh, your eyes. Okay, so this is the Swagger lipstick, and what my little mini makeup hack, I told you that my bestie was coming back, and that is the Behold setting powder. So if you love this color, and I do, I love this color, it honestly looks good on every skin tone, I'm shocked that it's not in the presenter's kit, honestly, because it's like one of those lipsticks that looks good on everyone. Oh, and like the name Swagger, I think is like the perfect name for it. So right now it's shiny, right? But matte is all the rage. So if you take, and I do not suggest using your blending bud for this because you use your blending bud, you're going to have lipstick on it, okay? So I bought these cheapies at the dollar store, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just use, for the purpose of this, I just use normal water, but like, whatever, I'll just use the rose water, okay? And I'm going to grab, I might have been a little too much. Okay, so I'm going to grab some of the setting powder on the end of this, okay? You ready for this?
I'm so ready. This is honestly one of my favorite things ever.
Oh, I hope I don't disappoint. I don't know, I'm running low. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to order some more of this, I think. I have a real problem. Okay, so. Look at my bottom.
Thanks, Isabella.
Compared to my top. It mats it.
Love it.
Love it.
Love it. The best.
And you can still like
oh, so good.
It's a little harder to block, but it sets it and it turns it into this beautiful matte color, which we all want matte these days. But you know what? Swagger is one of the few, I think, lipsticks that I do like as a shimmer. But if you want it to last even longer all day, you can just put a matte, like you can put some of the setting powder on top and bam, it is good to go. So, and I think you are right, Farah. I think it is time for me to get rid of my baking. So all I do, I have this fan brush. I don't know, I prefer to use this one though, the powder brush, and I just kind of dust off the excess white powder that is under my eyes. This is great because it has a little tiny brush and I like to just get right in there Okay, so now I've highlighted. So now if I go through and I'm not going to do a full face of foundation, but what I'm going to, like if I did though, what it's going to do is it's going to keep my under eyes really highlighted and it's going to have it really filled in. So you can see like I have really dark circles. If you were to rewind back to the beginning of this video, and I have really bad sunspots. So everything's kind of been covered up and done, like completely set it so that it's, I don't know, like a flawless finish really. And when you have a lighter color underneath your eyes, it really makes you look more awake. So tired mom eyes is what I like to call that makeup hack, because tired mom eyes, tired, I don't know, I have a dog, so dog mom eyes, so I have two dogs. So, you know, anytime you're tired, this is like the greatest hack of life. And it really doesn't take nearly as long as I had to have it on now. But yeah, so I think that's it for my makeup hacks, correct? I've used all the products.
Yeah. Yeah,
right?
No, now it's time to take our makeup off. I've already taken my makeup off.
Yeah, so Farah's taking off her makeup, and while she's doing that, she's going to be...
I'm going to be masking. So
she's going to put on her detoxifying mask.
I'm going to put on my detoxifying mask.
Yeah, so now, so while you talk about the mask. No, you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm just going to be using our Shine Wipes. I freaking love these things. So they're made with sunflower, olive, jojoba. Did I say that right? I always say it wrong. Sure. Vitamin E and rosemary. So, and I'm a cheapo, like a real cheapo. So I like to take them and I rip them into threes because they're huge. Like I don't need all this. So I'm just going to rip that into a little strip like this, and they rip very easily. Okay, and I'm just going to go ahead and I've taken off. I need to take off my eyebrows. Bye bye eyebrows. Because I don't have.
So I'm using our detoxifying charcoal mask. So our charcoal mask is a bamboo charcoal. It is not like the charcoal masks that you've been seeing. You don't pull it off your face. Now, the reason why you don't want to pull anything off your face is that it is going to remove the elasticity from your skin, which will then cause wrinkles and fine lines and cause actually your skin to age faster than usual. So that's why I prefer people not to use the pulley-offy stuff. It's pretty much just glue that you're pulling off your face. What our detoxifying mask does is it oxygenates and removes the toxins from your skin while adding oxygen to it. Okay? Your skin needs to breathe just like we need to breathe. So it opens up the pores and it lets them get rid of all the garbage that is on your face. Now, makeup is amazing, and we are all makeup obsessed, obviously. But if you do not take care of your skin, the makeup doesn't really matter. Skincare is number one, and that's something that my mom always taught me. So when people say, oh my gosh, Farah, you have amazing skin, it must be genetics. It's not genetics. Even though my mom has pretty killer skin and she's not in her 30s anymore. But it's because I've always taken care of my skin. And this is a step that I do all the time. So I do this about twice a week. I mask twice a week, but I also wash my face. Now, I don't wash my face every night. Like, I'll use our Shine Wipes because they're cleansing. No, because like I take my makeup off every night.
Oh, okay.
But I don't use a cleanser every night. If I use our Shine Wipes because they're cleansing, but no, my makeup comes off every night. I can't go to bed with makeup on. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible.
Okay. I was gonna yell at you verbally. Okay, so just so you can see like how dark my dark circles are, okay? Take a good gander at that. Okay? There it is with the setting powder and concealer. And I didn't even put that much concealer on. I probably could have gone even heavier with it. Okay, dark, not so dark. It is sad when I take it off because look, there's all my imperfections, right? Whatever, right? So it is what it is, but I love that I have the option now to cover up what God gave me.
Yeah. So Brianna,
my own father calls me black eyes, so that's really nice of him. But that's because I always had dark circles my whole life. It's the Italian in me.
So the mask stays on for 5 minutes, no less, no more. 5 minutes on, and then wash it off. Brianna, did you know that if you sleep with your makeup on, it will age your skin by 7 years? Do not sleep with your makeup on, ladies. Get some wipes. wipe that off, and go to bed. You don't have to wash your face. You don't have to do all this stuff, but just make sure that the makeup is off at the end of the night. That's the number one
This is
thing.
my favorite thing to put on at the end of the night. I'm going to put on my night cream right now because it is my absolute favorite. This night cream, I still remember when Farah and I tried it for the first time last year at convention. Your face feels like baby's face when you use this.
Oh, I could bathe in it.
And honestly, I've seen such a huge reduction, even though I still have a little bit of sunspots. When I look at pictures of myself last summer, I have lots without makeup on right in the sunlight. I see a huge difference with my sunspots gone from using this stuff. I use all of our skincare. I use the cleanser to wash my makeup off. I use the shine wipes to get any excess off. I use our mask. I use the night cream. I use our hydrating day cream with SPF. I use the instant lifting serum every single morning on my puffs under my eyes. And I do find they've reduced quite a bit actually from prolonged use of that. I put on our Hottie Lip Plumper before bed. I use it all. I use it all. And I can't wait because I'm going to have a whole other step of putting on lash serum soon and to grow my short little lashes. So that's going to be really, really fun.
Oh,
so I can't get those results.
I have pretty short natural lashes too, so I'm really excited to try the lash serum. To get these lash
scars. I like long lashes. I picture you with very long lashes.
My left eye, I have long lashes. My right eye, I have short little. See, look at them. There's little
weird
little nubbies. Yeah. So I don't recommend using a wipe to take your mask off. I'm just doing it for the sake of this live. But you would wash your face off with warm water to get the mask off, and then moisturize and tone right after. So to tone, I use our rose water toner, and then to moisturize, because I do this at night, I use our detoxifying, not detoxifying, what am I talking about? Our night cream. Just use the mask. But yeah.
Your night routine with your skin should be like an enjoyable experience. It should be like something that you're doing for like 5 minutes of the day where it's just you and you're like pampering yourself in a small way.
Your own little spa session at night.
Yeah.
Your skin is so worth it.
It is. It is like a mini spa night every single night. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's lots of nights where I'm too freaking tired to do it, and I know. But most of the time, I'm pretty good about doing my skincare routine. Yeah, consistency is key in everything, right, Farah?
Sure is. It is the key. Sure is.
Okay, do you guys have any questions about anything we did, like any of the products, anything that we put on? I know there's probably a lot of girls on our team here. So if there's anything that you guys were like confused about, or any just random makeup questions, like Farah and I have spent 3 years watching makeup videos, so we've learned quite a bit. Neither of us are makeup artists by any means. We've just watched a ton of videos and learned a ton of stuff.
Oh my God, you should see our first set of selfies and our first set of videos. They were.
Oh, and our first set of conversations too, because we've also went back to those in January, and we're laughing so hard about the questions that we had. Funny. So if you have funny questions, they can't be worse than what we were asking.
Oh, we love all the questions. No question is a bad
question.
All
the questions. And I'm off for the summer, so I don't have like grade 7, 8 questions all day on top of other questions. So I'm used to questions. Questions just come naturally to me.
Sarah's game to answer all your questions. All right.
Yeah, all the questions. Okay, well, I don't know if there's any here, so I guess we'll just sign off. Oh, yeah. I loved it all. Oh,
thank you. Thanks, everyone.
All right, ladies. Well, we truly appreciate you joining in. And if you think this was funny or want to share it to your wall, like, we would truly appreciate that, because it really shows that we are not makeup artists here with Unique. We are people learning, and we're here to teach you. And it's just such a great honor to be able to share as much as we can with other people. So sharing is caring. And Farah missed a spot on her mask. So
I gotta go watch.
If you enjoyed our comedy makeup show, hopefully you did, then please share it to your wall. And maybe someone else needs some makeup tips. You don't know who you're helping.
I hope you learned something. Let us know if you learned something and what your favorite hack was that we showed you, or tip, because they weren't all hacks, they were tips as well. So
and I mean, some of them you probably knew. Okay, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.